Hello again. Welcome back to Year 4 of the Religious Education Initiative. This is week 11. This is day 3. Last time we saw Jesus heal the paralytic at the pool of Bethesda. Being in Jerusalem, he was under scrutiny from the religious leaders there, especially since he had just healed on a Sabbath day. When they came and criticized him, telling him that the Sabbath day was supposed to be a day of rest, his response was that my Father is still working and I am still working, making an explicit claim to be the Son of God, making himself equal with God the Father, and asserting explicitly that that seventh day of rest hasn't even arrived yet. From this point on, the religious authorities seek to kill him. This is his response to them. Jesus said to them, "Very truly I tell you, the Son can do nothing on his own, but only what he sees the Father doing. For whatever the Father does, the Son does likewise. The Father loves the Son, and shows him all that he himself is doing. And he will show him greater works than these, so that you will be astonished. Indeed, just as the Father raises the dead and gives them life, so also the Son gives life to whomever he wishes. The Father judges no one, but has given all judgment to the Son, so that all may honor the Son, just as they honor the Father. Anyone who does not honor the Son does not honor the Father who sent him. Very truly, I tell you, anyone who hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life, and does not come under judgment, but has passed from death to life. Very truly, I tell you, the hour is coming, the hour now is, when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. For just as the Father has life in himself, so he has granted the Son also to have life in himself. And he has given him authority to execute judgment, because he is the Son of Man. Do not be astonished at this, for the hour is coming when all who are in their graves will hear his voice and will come out, those who have done good to the resurrection of life, and those who have done evil to the resurrection of condemnation. I can do nothing on my own. As I hear, I judge, and my judgment is just, because I seek to do not my own will, but the will of him who sent me." So, there are a few things that are happening here. First of all, Jesus is being judged by the religious authorities, but in his response he flips it on its head and says, in fact, I am the one who is sent to judge you. The Father has given me authority to judge all, but I come to give freedom, I come to give life. But he says, but anyone who does not honor the Son does not honor the Father who sent him, and therefore they bring judgment upon themselves, is the intent. Next, he moves on to a further examination of this question, this problem of the day of rest, and he begins to speak of the authority that he has over death, that even the dead will soon hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. So this, I think, is not an accident, that the Lord, having been attacked for healing on the Sabbath day, explains that he comes not just to heal physical diseases on the Sabbath day, but to destroy death itself on the great day of rest, which is the time when he will actually rest. So he's speaking about the actual purpose of the Sabbath day, which is why they're attacking and condemning him, speaking of his triumph over death in his own death. And then so those are, I think, the 2 points within the context. Outside of that context, what we have to remember is that this passage is the standard reading in the Orthodox Church for a funeral. So even in the face of death, we still read this, the Lord's direct assurance to the Pharisees, to his disciples, and to us, that he has authority over the living and the dead, that even those who are in the grave will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. Anyone who hears the voice of the Lord will come out, but those who have done, and that will be everyone. Everyone will hear the voice of the Lord and come out, but those who have done good, those who have been faithful, those who have listened to the word of the Lord will come out to the resurrection of life. Those who have rejected, those who have refused, those who have given themselves over to selfishness and pride, will be raised to the resurrection of condemnation. So the Lord is again speaking directly to the Pharisees and their attacks on him, addressing this issue of the Sabbath day, addressing their judgment of him, saying, in fact, I am the judge of you, but you are judged by your own response to me. And speaking of the ultimate stakes, the ultimate stakes of this matter, that this is truly a matter of eternal life and eternal death. So, anyway, we'll leave it there for today. God bless you all. We'll see you next week.